Hey there, incense, oud, rose. Sounds very familiar, sounds like a very dark fragrance. You're absolutely right. We're going to talk about a fragrance that's taken DNA of a very popular fragrance and is built on top of it, and it's a fantastic fragrance. We're going to review today from Maison Alhambra. This is Jean Lowe Matiere. Okay, and we're going to find out how good is this fragrance, what is the scent profile, what is the projection, what is the performance, all of that, and let's figure out what is this at alt of right after this intro. You're watching the Perfume Experience. My name is Rodney. Let's get started. So welcome back, and let's very quickly talk about the presentation of this particular fragrance. We're talking about Matiere from the house of Maison Alhambra, and it kind of looks like this. This is actually a light purplish color juice, and if you put a filter on this, like some kind of a Instagram filter, it looks even more darker. Comes with this nice cap, and the bottle should give away saying that it looks like a very alt of a very renowned brand. Of course it is. It comes in this nice box, which is a cylindrical box, and there's a snug fit. There's a little bit of writing of Maison Alhambra and all of that, but the box itself is very good, and when it's in this, it's very snug and very tight. So very good juice, very good bottle, and the cap is also nice. It's got a magnetic element to it as well, so it kind of latches very nicely, so that way it's good. The sprayer is good as well. Let me see if I can see. The sprayer is good, and this is a beautiful scent. So the color is purple, and it should tell you that it's more like a fragrance that's for the evenings. You're absolutely right. And at the very beginning, I told you that there are a combination of notes which sound very familiar, right? Oud, rose, incense, benzoin. Okay. Now you will think that where have I heard this? In case you're not able to recollect, this is basically the DNA of your popular Ombre Noir from Louis Vuitton, right? Now this particular fragrance, I feel, is built on top of that, because with those four notes, which is the same, which is in Ombre Noir, the sensation is the same, which is a dark scent as such, but what is different is the added notes on top of it. Like at the very top you have blackcurrant, you have watery notes, and in between you have flowers, like you have rose, you have jasmine and all of that. Then in the base you have oud, you have patchouli, you have benzoin, you have incense, all of that making for a beautiful fragrance. Now this is an inspiration of the Louis Vuitton's popular fragrance Matiere Noir, which is basically meaning dark matter. So this is called just Matiere, but this is an inspiration of Matiere Noir. And if you look at the scent profile of this particular fragrance, it's basically some fruity elements, some flower elements, and then there is a little bit of oud and incense at the back end, right, or at the base level, right. Now this Matiere Noir itself was made by Jacques Cavalier. He's the perfumer behind this, so you know that this is a fabulous fragrance as such. Now in terms of the scent profile, it will be a way of describing this would be like fruity, floral, incensey, ambery, that kind of a scent profile with a little bit of a rose element to it. Now for me this is really beautiful, because when you kind of spray it, and which I've done, but let me go with a couple of sprays on this one, and you would immediately get that note of blackcurrant very straight away, like a plumaceous kind of a note, which is got a little bit of tartness. And then immediately you can sniff the rose, the flower notes right at the middle of it. You can you can sense that, right? And then there is a slight combination of incense and oud that's playing. There's a little bit of that benzoin also, which is giving you that a little more of that incensey feeling. Of course, with the patchouli and all of that, it comes to a really beautiful, amazing scent profile, which makes it very rich, very warm, and something that you would really sniff, and you will actually fall in love, because to some extent it is sweet, it is tart, and then it's got a very beautiful aura around it. You will actually like this particular fragrance a lot, because if you have liked Ombre Noir, then absolutely you will like it. Now this is a fragrance, I would say, even for folks who do not like Ombre Noir DNA. If you feel that the incense note is too much, and you're not somebody who likes that kind of dark masculine kind of fragrance, then I'm saying this is something that you should definitely consider, because I would say this is like the new love found. Okay, so very beautiful fragrance, especially for the evening, right? And even day wear you can definitely carry it, but I would say this is more of an evening fragrance. Now aside to this, what makes this really good is the potency on this one. Okay, it's crazy, it's a beast kind of a fragrance, because 4-5 sprays and this will fill a room. It's like 2-3 feet of projection, projects for a good 45 minutes to 1 hour, lasting easy on skin for about 6 to 8 hours. On apparel, I'm telling you that it will be there for the next day, but you can still consider easily 15-16 hours of performance on skin easy. Okay, so that way this is really a good performer. Now what you really get on this particular scent is, like I said, right at the top you have this plumaceous feeling because of that blackcurrant, and you have a little bit of those watery notes, but most importantly, you have a nice blend of rose, jasmine that's playing at the background. That is something you will immediately pick up that rose note is good. And then there's this beautiful blend of oud, saffron and incense. Sorry, not saffron, patchouli and incense with a little bit of that benzoin playing. That is something that you will get, and that total amalgamation of this particular notes is really, really wonderful. And if you like a fragrance that is predominantly based out of rose, but it's got a little bit of that tartness of cherries or blackcurrant or berries and all of that, you will absolutely enjoy this particular fragrance. Now, when can you wear this? This, in my opinion, is a fragrance that is very, very good for any celebrations, especially parties, weddings, gatherings. That is the kind of perfume this is, because this is something that is strong, this is loud, this is projecting, and it's nice, and you will definitely get compliments because it's got a very unique signature, like how you feel with Ombre Nomade, which has got a very dark masculine, but it's a very unique signature. Similarly, even this, as though it's been built on top of the Ombre Nomade, some commodities, but then I feel because of the fruitiness, because of the tartness, this is really, really good, right? So all of this makes for a very, very beautiful fragrance, and I think you should get I think this is about 88 ml if I'm not wrong. So this is a 100 ml bottle, and you should be able to get this for sub 2000 rupees from Authentic Scents Vinay Khanna. I will put in the details for you to get in touch with and find the prices. So if you really enjoy a good fragrance which is built on rose and a little bit of incense, and something that you would want to explore, especially which is very good in terms of compliments and lasting and all of that, definitely give this a try. This is Jean Lowe Matiere from the house of Maison Alhambra and alt of Louis Vuitton's Matiere Nova, and it's a fabulous fragrance. If you like the video and the content that I bring, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share among your friends who are looking for good fragrances under budget. And in the next few weeks there are a lot of videos coming, but this week you will see Ombre Nomade oils coming up. You would have already seen the gourmand fragrances and a lot more coming. So subscribe, hit like and share, and you're watching the Perfume Experience. My name is Rodney. Take care. Bye now.